evening and welcome to the Bad Company Podcast. Here with my main man and the co-host of the Century, Mr. Lightning Strike Floyd Cano. What you say, Jake?
Big Daddy, glad to be here, fired up. I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans. Like, we are doing our second episode on the same night that we released our first episode. And partly because the adrenaline's flowing from the feedback we've got. And as we've been thinking, like, what are we going to do? Like, the people we're going to have on, the material we're going to cover. We're like, man, like, how we're promoting Uncle Earl's every year, there's something unique that comes along. And now we have something super unique that's been super successful, that's been super, like, talented. The best camo. All right. Now, when I say the best camo, a lot of folks know the artwork. Like, they see the artwork and they automatically know who did it. They know there's the man behind the artwork. His name is Alex. What they don't know is the face. They don't know nothing about him. I've been talking to this man for nearly a year now, regularly. Probably known him a little longer than that. But what we're going to try to do today, we're going to get Alex to open up a little bit, tell him the stuff that inspires him, what drew him to us, what drew him to come on board and help us promote this event and make it what it is. And like I say, every year there's something unique that pops out. A couple years ago, out of nowhere, my friend Pat Lewing, he stepped up, really helped us promote it to the next level. He's still with us. And then now, like, as
Mr. Brindle Dog Mafia, Pat Lewing.
Absolutely. And now we have like these supplemental guys that are popping in, getting in where they fit in, and nobody fits in better when it comes to graphic design and promoting and sales, like my boy Alex. Alex, Tell us a little bit, brother. What drew you to us that made you want to just come up and like, man, I got something I can offer these guys. Let's take it to the next level.
First of all, thank you for having me. I just want to make a disclaimer. This is my first time ever like being recorded or anything like that. I grew up hiding from the camera and hiding from all the crazy stuff. But to answer your question, what drew me to you, Jake, just you, man, and you know your drive to do what you're doing and making Hogbaying.com and Uncle Earl's the top. You know what I mean? So that's basically, you know, I got a hold of you and you treated me like nothing but a brother. So you know, it is what it is.
And that's what this is, bro. This is a brotherhood. Like, my man Jay Bird, like, you know, when I mentioned the things that have taken us to the next level, obviously Jay Bird and the production of the show has improved. I wouldn't say 1,000%. I can't even put a number on it because it would sell it short. Without Jay Bird, it would be nothing. It would just be dogs barking in the mud. And now we have you, and then not only do we have you and Jay Bird and me together, but we have like we have things in common. We have like Rodeo, we have Hogbaying, we have boars and babes and broads and broncs, and you know, like Jay Bird says, you know, I can't say but we have all that in common. You know, you come from like a rodeo background, and obviously you hog hunt, which most cowboys hog hunt, especially in the South, it seems. Up in Idaho, I don't think the saddle bronc riders up there have hog dogs because, well, there's no hogs. But down here, we're blessed. We got hogs.
Yes, sir.
We got hog dogs. And I'm looking over your shoulder right now, admiring some of your work. And I see lots of things. You know, I see Al Bundy. I see DeSantis. I see Trump. All with hogs, all with dogs. That's the kind of things we're into, man. Like, we're looking at things through a hog hunter, rodeo hands perspective. And you've got that covered, dude. What has been, let's just go, what has been your most popular artwork piece to this point?
That's a good question, man. To be honest with you, whatever is that, it all sells. Thank God. You know what I mean? With the support of everybody that's out there, it really all sells. I can tell you my favorite stuff is the political stuff, just because, or old school stuff like this, with Al Bundy married with children and stuff like that. But if you put Trump on it or DeSantis on it, and you do it with, you know, with a little bit of flavor, with a little, you know, with a little something cool,
you got a lot
it
of
works.
flavor, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I try really hard, and a lot of people don't know that it's basically just me. Like, there's nobody else here. Like, they'll write me and they'll be like, "Hey, you know, you guys are doing a great job," and people will see this podcast and they'll remember the conversations I have with them. I said, "We are a lot of people. It's just me. I make the designs. I print the stuff. I make the coffee. I'm the security guard. I'm everything. You know what I mean?"
I love that, Alex. I did not know that, man. Like, So in my mind, it's like when I think about the best Camo, I'm like, they probably in a high rise somewhere on Miami Beach down there in Miami.
Nah,
Uh,
nah, man. We're in the hood in Hialeah.
I love that, man. You know what? I just told you before we started recording, I'm a huge fan of your work too, man. You really are changing the game. I mean, I can't remember
Thank you,
which
man.
exactly piece of the which one of the goose deals I seen. It might have been the Uncle Earl. There's something here real recently, Uncle Earl's goose type deal that you did, man. I don't know. I hated to even call Randy and tell him how cool it was. It was that cool. You know, I knew take it to the next level with that one.
I
Well,
appreciate it, man.
like any form of artwork, whether it's dance, it's on canvas, it's your voice. I think that's what draws us all together, and that's what makes it so authentic. Like Jaybird is the same way. You know what I mean? Like he's putting out like it's him, it's himself.
Yes, sir.
He's not trying. It's just what comes out.
Man, I
Yep.
think that's what happened with the Hogbaying world, man. There was no blueprint. Like so there was no way to try to mimic anybody's game or anything else. I just came there and you were like, rip it up, have fun. That's all I know how to really do. I ripped it up and had fun. It was a match made in heaven, man. It's been a heck of a ride so far for certain.
It's funny. It's funny that you say the thing about the blueprint. Um, like this thing that I'm doing. You know, this world that's just happened around me with this artwork. There was no blueprint. You know, there was no nothing. The only blueprint I have is was the Garbage Pail Kids and Mad Magazine and the weird shit that I grew up on. You know what I mean? I come from a Cuban household where shit is different. You know what I mean? It's just weird. You know, people are weird, and what was on TV was weird, and I'm weird, and it's just it is what it is. You know what I mean?
That's why
Nah,
I like you
man.
so much, man. We all got. I mean, I hope I'm weird. I don't want to be normal, you know. But
Nah, me
so
neither.
I think you were talking about art and whatnot. So music, man. What'd you grow up listening to?
That's crazy. That's a great question. I listen to a lot of Motown.
Yeah,
I didn't grow up on country music. I grew up on salsa, merengue, or merengue, salsa and merengue, what it's
yeah,
called.
Gloria Estefan.
Yeah, I like Gloria Estefan, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really like her music. I just like her.
Yeah, I bet. And I grew up like on soul music, man, and different stuff. You know, like just
yeah.
and prior to doing any artwork or anything, I was a music producer myself. And
Awesome.
yeah, that's not a lot of people know that. You know, prior to all this, um, I was in the music industry here in Miami, and a lot of people that come from where I'm from, like their dream is to like be in music. You know what I mean?
Quick
Yeah.
question:
Yes, sir.
you grew up in that industry in Miami. Did you know Kimbo Slice?
Yeah, of course.
Man, I was like, that's my man.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah. I used to live in Carroll City, and he fought one day, not in my backyard, but in the backyard behind mine. You could just see right. You know, there were no fences or nothing.
Yeah, he beat
So
somebody up. I know he did.
yeah, when I
Hey,
first met my wife, the what now?
how long could Jake last with Kimbo?
Oh man, I don't know, man.
I
I
could
couldn't
I
say.
could take Kimbo because I'd take him down. But them guys
Yep.
didn't know that.
You just kick him in the nuts.
So you could take him
I
down.
wouldn't even kick him. I wouldn't even raise a finger. I'd just shoot in on him.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
hey, I know this is going out to the public. I hope this gets back to Kimbo Slice. I would like to,
Yeah, no doubt. Because when we went to war, Kimbo would be. You know how I know Kimbo would win? Because he'd be on my team.
There you go. Say no more.
That's right. Kimbo, look, I'm gonna go get all these guys engaged. You just walk by and hit them all in the ear.
Nah, he was a force to reckon with down here, man.
Mm-hmm.
That backyard fighting big down here. And then one of my best friends, Larry, his brother will fight in the backyard things, and you know, Game Dog came from there, and you know, all that. You know, that was just a huge part of being here in Miami. I'm in Miami.
Dada 5000.
Yeah, Data 5000. Like Miami is a city, and then inside Miami, there's a bunch of. I mean, Miami-Dade is a county, and inside Miami, there's a bunch of cities. So there's like Carroll City, which now is Miami Gardens, Hialeah, North Miami, stuff like that. And it was just big, man. It was something that was, you know,
There's
it's
a
what it
sure
was.
enough bad dude that I don't ever want to tangle with, and you might know him too. I think he got a start in the backyard fighting Mazdaval.
Yeah, of course, Game Dog.
He might even be Cuban himself.
You know what? I'm not sure, but I sure know that I've DM'd him 1,000 times to go hog on him, but he don't answer my DMs.
Bad dude. Bad dude.
Yeah,
He'd have Kimbo size and he'd whoop Kimbo.
Yeah, he's a game dog, man. He really is
Yeah,
a game dog. You know,
he's a
he has
bad
no
man.
quit. He has no quit in him.
Yeah, but speaking